Hello everyone, happy Spring Festival and welcome to today's Morning English. This is Colin.
This is Winter. 大家新年好，欢迎大家收听今天的早安英文。I'm so excited that Spring Festival is finally here. It's such a wonderful time for family and friends.
Meh.
You don't like Chinese New Year?
For the most part, I think it's wonderful, but there are some things, well, one thing that I'm not looking forward to.
What's that?
Questions.
Well, let's talk about that for today's podcast. But first, we have a listening question for everyone.
The questions foreigners don't like the most are about what?
Is it A, money, or
B, marriage.
是的，今天呢，我们就来讲讲一个很多同学都避免不了的问题，就是过年啊，总免不了就是被父母催婚、催谈恋愛，或者是呢七大姑八大姨的各种追问。那我们今天呢，就来说一说，遇到不想回答的問題，怎麼樣優雅的表達，關你屁事兒。
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一個為大家免費提供英語教學的頻道，每天都會更新。如果你想獲得關於英語聽說讀寫的內容，我們都會在這個頻道更新。我們的目標是幫助全球的華人學好英語。如果你覺得還不錯的話，記得給我們訂閱哦。另外，點開小鈴鐺，這樣的話就不會錯過其他任何學習視頻啦。對了，如果你想獲取本節課的完整版筆記，在視頻簡介或者評論區領取哦。你也可以給這個視頻點讚，點讚就相當於自動保存啦。
So, what kinds of questions do you have a hard time dealing with?
Well, I think the biggest ones are money questions. You know, in the West, we don't talk about our salary or how much money we have commonly.
But I see foreigners on the internet talking about their money all the time.
Yeah, but that's people trying to get famous. You know, they like to brag about money because then they'll get noticed more. But regular people don't usually talk much about money. For example, none of my friends and even my family know how much my salary is.
I see. So when you get a question like, how much money do you get each month? What would you say? 那如果真的有人直接問你，哎，你每個月掙多少錢啊？你怎麼辦呢？
Well, it completely depends on who's asking the question. When I can, I will try to deflect the question.
Deflect. D-E-F-L-E-C-T. Deflect, right?
Yeah.
Deflect something 就是說轉移、移開。Deflect the question 就是轉移話題。
Yeah. I might say, well, my salary changes every month depending how much I work. Or, it's not a lot, but I do okay. I try to say anything that will let me not answer the question directly.
You said it depends who asks. How is that different?
Well, if a native English speaker asks me, I will say, that's none of your business.
Isn't that rude?
Well, you can say it in a friendly way, like, hey, that's none of your business, you know? But usually the way I say it is rude. But if they're from a similar culture as I am, they know they shouldn't ask.
I see. That makes sense. 就是如果大家都是同一種文化，其實就了解外國人啊，對這些個人信息呢是比較注意的。像我和 Colin 啊，我們就不會互相問你掙多少錢，對吧？
Yeah. Now, another way to say this is, that's not your concern, or it really doesn't concern you.Which I suppose isn't as rude, but it's, much more formal.
That's not your concern. 這不是你該關心的事兒。或者是 It really doesn't concern you. 這不需要你擔心，這不需要你關心，對嗎？
Right.
Okay, so what about Chinese people?
Well, if they're asking in English, and especially if they're younger, I will deflect. Or explain to them that most foreigners don't tell people that information as we consider it personal.
What if they're older and ask in Chinese?
Well, if they're older than me, I just answer them.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I think I should follow their cultural ways. After all, I'm in China. I often base this on the language. If you're speaking English, I answer in an English way. If you're speaking Chinese, I try to answer in a Chinese way.
Great. When in Rome, do what Romans do.
Right.
So, what are some other questions that can make you feel a little uncomfortable?
Well, the other personal ones.
Like, are you married?
Well, for me, that's okay. But I'm older than most people here that are not married. And so when I answer, I will get the question,
When will you get married? 你啥时候結婚呢？
Right. Or worse, why aren't you married yet?
Yeah. 為什麼不結婚呢？ So you deflect the questions?
Yeah, I might say, well, maybe next year. Or, I haven't met the right girl yet. And sometimes it's not the questions that really bother me. It's the criticism that people give after I answer.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, in the West, we are more used to people doing things in many different ways. And so we often don't criticize people we don't know well. But here, well, it's different. Everybody has advice for you.
And that's true. Everybody knows what you should be doing.
Yeah, it's like everybody is my mother and father.
So you're not looking forward to visiting people's homes at the Spring Festival?
Oh, no, I am. I'm especially looking forward to all the food. The food at Spring Festival is wonderful.
Agreed.
And the parties, and just generally everybody being happy and in a good mood.
And the drinking, right? You like 白酒.
Yes, and the drinking.
Well, okay, that's it for today, but don't forget our question.
The questions foreigners don't like the most are about what?
Is it A, money, or
B, marriage.
是的，今天我们就跟大家聊了一下，就是遇到不想回答的問題 Colin 啊，通常都是怎麼樣來處理的呢？我們可以 deflect the question, right?
Yeah.
逃避這個問題，或者是 it's none of your business, or
It's none of your concern.
or
It really doesn't concern you.
right.
Hello, welcome to Morning English. 早安英文呢是一个为大家免费提供英语教学的频道，每天都会更新。如果你想获得关于英语听说读写的内容，我们都会在这个频道更新。我们的目标是帮助全球的华人学好英語。如果你覺得還不錯的話，記得給我們訂閱哦。另外，點開小鈴鐺，這樣的話就不會錯過其他任何學習視頻啦。對了，如果你想獲取本節課的完整版筆記，在視頻簡介或者評論區領取哦。你也可以給這個視頻點讚，點讚就相當於自動保存啦。
Well, thank you for joining us today for Morning English. This is Colin.
This is Winter. See you next episode.
Happy Spring Festival. Bye-bye.
Bye.